Hello there and welcome to the Mobile Academy. And if you want to become a job ready Flutter developer, make sure to check out the courses on my website mobileacademy.io. Here you will find all of the courses related to the Flutter development. You will find the professional course as well as the basic course related to the Flutter. You can also find some of the free courses over here if you want to just go and try it out, or if you are just a beginner on the Flutter and then the React Native, you can also find the free course over here. And if you would like to be a full stack developer, we also have the course related to the full stack developer, related to the Node.js, Express, MongoDB, as well as the Flutter over here. And if you would like to join the Flutter bootcamp, there is also a bootcamp course over here. So make sure to go and check out the course over here. There are free and then the paid course. And if you want to be a job ready Flutter developer, this is the course that you want to take. So see you guys on the next lesson. Till then, have a great day. Let us try to see how we can make use of the environment variable over here. And once you are creating the application, you can have a different kind of the environment, like the development environment, production environment, QA environment, or the UAT environment, right? And here we'll try to set up our environment as the development and then the production. So for that, we need to set up some configuration. And by default, Express also provides some kind of the environment. So if you go and take a look over here, so let's just try to log over here and log the app.get over here, and we want to log the we want to get the env. And if you take a look, by default Express uses a development environment as well. And we also can make use of the node, the environment, which is, let's just go and set the process.env over here. And you can see that once I set that one to the process.env, I can get a different kind of the configuration that is currently configured with our Node.js over here, right? So this is the Node.env that is set up over here. And we want to update this particular Node.env, and we want to set up our custom configuration over there, like the development environment, like the database user, passwords, and all kind of the configuration. We want to keep the secret key over here, and all of those information we want to set up in our environment variable. So we need to update this process.env for the node, and we can plug in our custom environment variable. So for that, what we need to do is we need to create our .env file first of all. So I have already created one .env file outside of this source folder. So make sure you go and create the new file over here outside of this particular source, and that is the .env file. You can also give the name as the config.env. I guess that's also the quite popular, but most of the time we make use of the .env file over here. So once we have this env file, we need to read this particular file, and we need to update our process.env over here. So how we can do that over here? So for that, we need to install one package over here. So for that, let's go back to our console and let's try to install the npm i.env package over here. So what you can do is you can just go and run this particular command, npm i.env. So npm install.env, and also add that one to over here. So let's just go and add it over here. We want to install that .env file over here. And once that is installed, it is done in our dependency section in our package.json file. So that means that that particular package has been installed, and now we need to make use of that one. So let's go on to the top, and I'll just say const .env over here, and we need to get it from the required.env package over here. And let's just go and configure that one over here. So that will be of the .env that we have, the config, and we need to config that one over here, and we need to pass our custom .env file over here, and that will be of the path that we have to define. And then let's just keep this one as the .env file that we have defined over here. So that means that now our .env file is configured to make use of this particular file, which is of this .env, and where we have our custom variable setup. So that should be good, and let's try to go and now try to log our process.env. And now you can see that we have our custom the environment variable that we have set up, which is of the MongoDB user, and then the node env the configuration that we have set up. So let's just go and say that we also need the MongoDB password over here. So MongoDB password, because we are going to use it on the later over here, right? So now you can see that the MongoDB password should also come over here, and currently it is not updated over here because we need to restart our server. For that, it only runs at the first time, so we need to update our server over here. So let's just go and comment out this one over here to say that is of the express env, and this is of the node env over here. So now you can see that we have our custom environment set it up over here. So that's cool, right? So now we know how to make use of the custom environment variable over here, and for that we made use of the .env package over here, and we created a .env config file over here. And the naming convention, you can probably use the most popular one is .env, and another one is also the config.env as well. And once we have that, what we need to do is we need to import that, and we need to set our file the .env config, and we need to set the file path, where is that particular file path, and then we are good to go. So now we can get all of that, the custom the environment variable that we have set up in our process.env, which is from the node environment itself. So that's all for this lesson, and I guess I'll just comment out this one for now because we are not going to use it for now. So I guess that's all, and let's meet up in the next one. Till then, have a great day. Let us continue with our lesson over here, and the next step what we'll do over here is we'll try to separate our route, which is of this one, and then the route handler which we have over here. We will try to separate these two, and currently it look quite messy over here. If you can see, this is the route, and you have the route handler which does all of the business logic, but it doesn't look cool over here, so it's quite dirty over here. So we need to clean this up. So what we need to do is we need to separate this one over here. So for that, I'll just go and create a new folder over here in the src, which will be of the controllers, or controllers controllers over here, controllers over here. And in this particular controllers, I'm going to create a new file that will be of the controller.js file over here. And once we have that, let's go and create the const, and then the tags, or we'll say get all tags over here. And I guess we'll just copy it from here, whatever we have over here. Let's go on to the top. This is the one. So let's just cut this section from here, and we are going to add it over here. So let's just go and paste it over here, and I guess that should be fine. So once we have it over here, and next is we also need to do it for the another one, which is of this one, to get that particular single tags over here. So let's just cut this section from here. So let me just cut this, and let's go back to the tags controller, and let's say the const get the tags only. This one is to just the get the tags, and paste that particular handler function over here, and then that should be the one. And next we also need to do the same thing for this one, which is of the create a tags over here. So just cut this section, and let's go back over here, and let's go and say we need a const or to create tags over here, and then we'll just go and paste that particular code over here. And that should be of the equals over here, and that should be fine. And let's go back over here, and next we require a update or the patch. So let's just call this one a patch the tags over here, and cut this section, and let's go back over here, and let's go and do the same thing for the, let's say the patch the task tags over here, which is of equals to this one. And then next we'll just create the const of the put tags over here. And currently the naming convention is not that good because we are implementing both of these, which is of the put and then the patch over here. That's why. So later we'll change this one, and I will just make use of the one over here, and we'll update that one to be update tags over here. And for now, let's just go and say this one is of this particular functionality, and then we'll just go over here. And finally we have this particular delete one, so let's just cut this one as well, and we'll go back over here, and that will be of the const of the delete the tags over here, which is of equals to this particular functionality. And now currently we don't require this tags to be here. We need to move this one from here to our tags controller. So let's just go on to the top over here, and let's just paste that particular tags over here, and that should be fine. And the next thing that we need to do is we need to export all of this particular functionality from here. So let's go on to the bottom over here, and we'll just say the modu module dot the exports that we have, and we are going to export all of our get tags, right? Now get all tags, get tags, create tags, path tags, push tags, and then the delete tags. So let's just go and export all of this from here. And now let's go back to our app over here, and we need to import that one from here. So what I need to import is the get the all tags, right? So we need to get the all tags, that we need to import it from the tags controller over there, and this is the get the tags only, and this one should be of the create the tags, and this one will be of the patch the tags, right? And then let's just go and arrange it properly, and then this one should be of the put the tags, and this one should be of the delete delete the tags over here, and that should be fine. And now you can see it looks better and it looks cleaner over here. So now we have separated our route and then the route handler, which we have separated and put it to our controller over here as a separate function over here. And that's the way we are currently moving to MVC architecture, or the model view controller architecture over here. And that's all for this lesson. We have separated and cleaned our route and then the route handler over here. Let's meet up in the next one. Till then, have a great day.